we didn't really even have a gym to train in, you know. And we had a lot of guys, a lot of teenagers, and a lot of high school guys, and new college students, you know. And it was the first time for a lot of us, first time away from home, you know. And we got up here, and you know, we had a lot of problems. The coach, our coach wasn't even here. I got here before the coach was even here, and they made all these promises. You know, our gym would be big. We'd have a nice gym to train in. Just give it time, and we'd go to fight shows. We're gonna have all these fights lined up for us. And the first semester, things didn't really look that good. We didn't even have a gym. When we finally got a gym, we didn't even have a ring to box in. You know, we just had a mat on the floor, and but things started coming together. Our coach came in, and I learned of all the people he'd worked with. You know, he's been with Tyson, he's been with Marvin Garris, Rodney Moore, a lot of boxing names. And I started to, you know, and he was working with us in the gym. I started to gain a lot of respect for him. And he made us these promises also. He said, when we go to these fight shows, it's going to be rough at first. We might get beat, but after a while, around the state and around this northern area, we're not gonna get invited to fight shows like that. And when we do get invited, they're gonna back down once they find out who we are and what all we've won. And you know, we just kind of nodded and said, okay, coach, because we've heard this our whole lives, you know, from other coaches, promises like this. But sure enough, right now, we're the #1 team in the nation. We're the best team in the nation. We have more ranked boxers than any other team. And it's just awesome from my point of view, being here when it first started, and you know, starting from nothing, not even a boxing ring, to now being the #1 team in the nation.
Probably for me, the hardest transition, I guess, it would be that coming a long ways from home mainly, and the difference, I guess, the coaching is something that I wasn't used to, but my coach had always told me that when you meet another coach and he always tries to change your style, it's not that he's trying to change your style, he's trying to better yourself. And he said you always can learn something from anybody else, no matter what you already learned, because you never get to the point where you can't learn anything. So just coming from home, I guess, would be the hardest transition I had to do. But as far as the coaching and everything, it's about the same, because they all relate in, you know, the same way, so I pretty much can understand that.
I handle the training, and Dave loves to handle the education. And it's hard to put them together, but the kids understand that they have to do both of them to survive in this program. And a lot of them come here for just the box, but they get the bug and want to stay here in the program, so then they start going to school and try to do everything they can because they want to stay in the program. It's vice versa. Some kids come here just to get the schooling. But once they get the bug, it's vice versa, the same thing over again, you know. And everybody, just about all the kids, they like the program, they like Dave, they like me, and if they don't like me, they hate me. That's because of the way I push them training, but the results, the way it's been, we've been winning. We won, I guess, about 95% of our bouts. So it's showing it's a proven program. I say the main thing is getting the kids up in the morning, training, getting prepared for straight from there, go to school, bring them back, and what balance the program is making them, let me put it a different way. What balance the program is that we both work together, me and Dave. He take care of the schooling part, and I take care of the boxing part. And we let them know to survive in this program, they have to do both of them. It's a 50-50 program.
I think there is an adjustment period for the athletes when they come here. We have them from Florida and Louisiana and Mississippi, and certainly those athletes to come to this northern climate, it takes some acclimation and some adjustment. But after the first semester, I think most of them fit in well. The community is a good community to have a program like this in. I think there's less chance of our athletes to get in trouble within the community here, and there's more time for training. They take more time for their training, which is an important part. And certainly those athletes that come from the larger cities, we have several from Philadelphia and other large cities. I think they, after a short length of time, they see the benefits of being here in this community for the purposes of training and going to school.
Well, this program, it's helping a lot of people, because some people, they come from the streets, And some people don't even think about going to school, and this is a great opportunity because they get to school, because they hang out in the streets doing whatever they do, because I'm not really from the streets. But they're from the streets, and they're here. It's a lot different. It's a big change for them. And now they got to go to school, and it's something they never thought of doing. Going to school and boxing, still box and train. It's it's helping a lot of people. It's helped me too, because I never thought of going to school.
When most people go to college, they party a lot, but this has given you something to push and strive for. I mean, you're dedicated to school and boxing. And here, our coach gives us a curfew and everything, and you know, we have to be in at a certain time, and he really disciplines us. And he really makes us work for what we can get, and we don't really have that much party time, but instead our life's focused on more important things like school and boxing. And I think it's a good benefit because you come here and they're gonna help you a lot in your education.
The Olympic Education Center at Northern Michigan University is unique because it's the only one in the United States. We have been very actively involved, in fact, in designing what an Olympic Education Center is. We feel that we fill a particularly unique niche in American sports training in that the athletes are not constrained by the NCAA rules, whereby they have to finish their competition within a 5-year time frame. They're not constrained by whether or not they are undergraduates or graduates, and they are able to go to school as full-time students and still train in their sport. We also have several sports that do not have NCAA programs, so we're able to serve those sports who cannot be served by the NCAA. As the NCAA rules become stricter and stricter on the length of a training season, I think the concept of Olympic Education Centers will probably spread to other institutions.
The feeling that I had when I beat Steve Johnston was the greatest feeling of my life. You know, I worked hard, I dedicated myself, and it's something that I really, really wanted to do. And I think I was more motivated because I didn't get a chance to fight against Poland here. I wanted to fight so bad because I've been fighting in my school, you know, in front of all my peers, and I wanted to fight so bad, and I wanted to represent my country because I never had an international fight. And I wasn't chosen to represent the United States and compete, and that really hurt me. And instead of looking at it as a negative point, you know, I looked at it as a positive point, and I focused myself and I dedicated myself, and I said I was going to win the national championship. But you know, during the tournament, I kind of lost interest, and in a way, I kind of lost confidence in myself because, you know, I was in the toughest bracket in the whole entire tournament out of all the weight classes, and I had to beat so many top names and top amateurs to win the national championship, and I did, you know. So that to me that's the greatest what I had since I've been boxing, you know. And I've been boxing for 10 years. This program, without a doubt, is very important for your educational aspect as well as boxing. For me, I know that I'm not going to be a fighter forever. You know, I know that I definitely have to have a future besides boxing. And this way, training and going to school, I'm preparing myself for the future. When they come to me and tell me, well, Vern, you have to hang up your gloves, then with my educational background, I think I'll tell them, well, hey, if you want them, here they are. Winning the gold medal was special, but I didn't do it by myself, you know. I had a lot of support from everybody here and home, and I like to say that if it wasn't from the support that I got from all the people that acquainted with me, that I don't think it would have been possible. And I would like to say that
if I could take that medal and break it in pieces, I would like to give each and every one, each and every person a piece of that medal, because every one of those people deserve a piece of that medal, because they was a part of me. They encouraged me, and they supported me. They never doubted the abilities that I have. They never doubted that I could be number one, I could be a success.